What's going on, guys? My name's Matt, and sometimes I make videos and post them on the internet. And sometimes you guys watch them, sometimes you don't. That's actually kind of the what we're going to talk about today, ironically. But it wasn't what I was going to record. I mean, I had some ideas of some things I was going to say and stuff like that, but I just started kind of doing some exploring on the YouTubes and kind of got into a thought process that I've been thinking about a lot lately. And with the new year coming up, you know, we as human beings tend to make New Year's resolutions. And if you're like me, you hardly stick to them or you pick really fucking easy ones that you can guaranteeingly know that you can do. Um, so I think I was gonna try and think of something new to do that I have never done before. And but you think about it, sometimes exploring new things requires money, and I don't really have money right now to be exploring new things. So then it would be, well, what's something that, I used to do? I used to have passion in or something, like think of, instead of thinking of something new to learn, let's think of something that maybe I already was proficient at before, but maybe I've lost touch with now, and and like tried to like improve upon said whatever it was, and there's quite a lot. I mean, blacksmithing I still do from time to time, but a couple of years ago I was into it a lot, and now the last few years I've been kind of dragging my feet with it. Um, it's not that to say that I won't ever, get back into doing it more full time, I guess, more spending more of my full time into it, but it's just one of those things where um, currently in life it takes a lot of time to do that kind of stuff, and I just have to spend my time doing other things. So I've unfortunately neglected the blacksmithing. But those are the kind of things where it's like, should I make a New Year's resolution to revitalize the blacksmithing and get back into doing more of that stuff? And a thought crossed through my brain a couple maybe a week or two ago, but kind of just thought like, what about YouTube? Like, I used to post daily, like literally for years. I posted daily, and a lot of life has come about. There's a lot of things that affected me mentally and emotionally that I wasn't. Some things about your life are you just don't feel like sharing with everybody, and so there were things obviously that was going on that I wasn't particularly like broadcasting to YouTube. So it's hard to pretendably be somebody who's in this good mood and happy and all this other shit for YouTube when you're weighed down with life. And so I kind of like took a break. But what happened was when I took a break, I actually enjoyed not doing YouTube. And when I came back into doing it, I only came in half assed. That's why from practically 2019 till now, videos have been very few and far between. And it's not to say that I don't enjoy the people that I used to talk to on here, because I used to have quite a lot of friends I met through people who subscribe to me on YouTube, but just life, sometimes you can't really expect what's going to happen. And so things kind of got pushed one way or the other. I eventually, I guess, convinced myself that, I was just fine without it, and obviously I keep posting to it because there's still that part of me that actually really enjoys making videos and posting them on YouTube. And I've noticed in the last couple months that I mean, talk to me like I'm not here, but he, as in the Matt Freeman who enjoys the recording, has been coming out more and more and more in the last few months. And um, so I've got two target ideas, okay? both of them involve YouTube. Both of them kind of are the same or whatever. One of them is going to be the ultimate goal, and one of them is going to be the side goal. The ultimate goal that I want to get in this next upcoming year is 21,552 views. And if you wonder why I want that, because that will give me an exactly perfect 200,000 lifetime views on YouTube, which is a lot. I mean, I know that compared to like most people who make one video that gets like 20 million views in a day, 200,000 total views over like 5,000 videos isn't really that impressive. But being as I'm a 500 subscriber nobody compared to the majority of YouTube, 200,000 views is a lot of views. Majority of that came from denture videos, so I appreciate everybody out there who's taken my advice through the denture life. Um, but I spent the last 20 minutes before recording this video writing all of this stuff down. All this that you can't really see it, and I understand that, but I'm going to tell you it. Um, so I wrote down the target of 200,000. I wrote down the amount that I have right now. Okay, now we understand that today is the 18th, I believe. Yeah. So today, well, actually today's the 19th, but today it's still the 18th for me, regardless. The 19th of December is today. So we still technically have, a few days left of this year that views will still be added on. So the numbers technically aren't exactly, but they're pretty close. Um, so the target is 200,000, and as of right now, total lifetime views of my YouTube channel, I'm sitting at 178,448, which obviously then, as you would assume, 21,552 is what I need to get to that. So that's the ultimate goal, okay? Now, there's two ways of going about this. There is posting daily, like going back to posting every day and getting the views for every single day, or just posting content that's good enough to acquire a specific amount of views. As of right now, with my infrequent schedule, and this number can bounce, 20 up, 20 down, it's just a round ballpark number. But on average, I'm getting 115 views a month, which, yes, I understand it's a small number. I agree, it is a small number. No, I mean a day. Sorry, that's why it's such 115. So 115 views a day. So, um, now that I think about it, I think I did this math wrong. So if it was daily, I would have needed to times that by 7, then multiply that by 48. Yeah, I did do that wrong. So I'm sorry. I wish I would have had this done. I wouldn't have had to pull out my calculator and be distracted from the video for a couple seconds here. But definitely realized that this math is not done right, because the number I'm looking at, I'm like, that just don't look right. Yeah. So at 115 views a day on average, at 7 days, obviously being a week, it's 805. Now I understand some days have more weeks than 4, and some don't have, some all months aren't created the same. I get that, but we're just doing this for averages. We're not too worried about the bullshit of it. So now, if we're getting 805 views a month, you multiply. Am I doing this wrong again? Let me do times 12 and divide that by 48. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, now I've just confused myself, so now I just look like an idiot. Yeah, so I've had 115 and 7 would be a week. That's 805. No, yeah, I was right. Okay, so I confused myself into thinking I wasn't right, but now I am right. So, we've got 800, just clear all this. 805 views a week. That's why I keep fucking myself up. I said a month. It wasn't a month, it was a week. 805 views a week. You multiply that by 48 weeks in the year, and it gives you 38,640. So literally, as long as I keep up with the pace that I have right now, I would guarantee to get that 21,000 next year. Um, so that's why I was saying, an average, with all the videos I have already, plus everything I create this next coming year, I need to average 115 views a day through everything. Um, Being as the majority, I'd probably assume the majority of views that I get nowadays are from the older videos than they are from the newer stuff. So that again be should be pretty easy to go about. But then whilst doing that, I decided to explore even deeper and get even more detailed facts for you. And these are the stuff that I'm sure most of you don't care about, but I care the most about because it obviously involves me. The August 27th of 2011 is the day I posted my very first video. By the end of that year, by the end of 2011, it had only been 127 days and I had only gotten one view. So 127 days, I got one view. Then in all of 2012, I got 6 views. So the first year and a half practically that I had a YouTube channel, I had 7 views. In 2013, I got 49. So then went up a little bit. But here's the crazy part, okay? In 2013, I had 49 views. In 2014, at the end of 2014, I had 4,436, which was quite a large jump. I felt pretty important at that point. At that was pre-dentures also. In 2015 is when I got my dentures. I got 9,718 views. So now you can start to see where I went from 4,000 views to 9,000, and I had just gotten my dentures. So you could see where things started picking up. People started watching my denture content. Um, in 2016, so we're going from 2014 of 9,718. I finished 2016 with 36,000 views. Not my largest to date, but was definitely a huge jump to go from 9,000 to 36,000 views in a year. And that's when I changed my name. So some people, YouTube algorithm people, used to tell me that I needed to change my name because my name was not a good name and that people couldn't um, relate to the name because it was a bad name. So I changed it from what it was to Matthew Talks a Lot Freeman, and I've got literally almost 20,000 more views a year because people started watching my shit more when my name wasn't something mean. So that was nice. I don't have any other anecdotes added. I just wrote like the name change and when I got my dentures on the side. But then the rest of the numbers are I got 41,000 views in in 2017, so I went up another 5,000 views a year from 2016 to 2017. In 2018, which was the last year, 2018 was the last year that I posted full time. Okay, so this is that I guess that would be a little anecdote. I could at last year full time. But So in the very last year that I was recording and posting videos every single day, I got 43,167 views in that year, which was the highest I ever got. So it's actually crazy to think that the year that I did the best that I've ever done on YouTube, I stopped. Because literally you can tell 2019 I got 21,000 views. I went half of the views I got the year prior, and then it's just dropped steadily since because like I said I stopped making videos. So 2020 I got 14,000, and this year I'm looking at getting about 8,200 by the end of the year. So not impressive to see my numbers go from low numbers to high numbers and then drop back down to low numbers, but I mean, all in all, for the fact that I am literally a nobody in comparison to the normal YouTube, like people who make millions of dollars off of, posting videos on YouTube. It's like, yeah, I don't have that, but I still think it's very well impressive to think that not only have I accomplished 520 subscribers, but I've accomplished 178,448 total channel views in the what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years. I've been doing YouTube for 11 years. Ugh. Uh, but so that's my goal. My goal is we need the big goal is, let's write goal in big letters, even though it's really not super large, and we're gonna put 178,000. Wait, no, wrong. I already messed that up. Goal, underline, 21,552 views in 2022, and or because I said there was a minor on top of the major. The major is to get the views. The minor is um, post daily. Boom, baby. How you like that minor? So that's our goal. Is we need 21,552 views in 2020, and we also want to try to get back into posting daily content. I guess if anybody really cares, you want to see my yearly stats up close. There it is. That's my lifetime views all calculated out to every single year. I still love down here literally one view in 127 days, and then in an entire year after that, 6. I'm humble about it. I'm not complaining. I think it's hilarious. Because it proves that I stuck with it. I mean, I posted only one video, and it was up for probably a year before I posted anything else. But by 2012, the end of 2012, I had, I think, like 6 videos up. And obviously I had 6 views, so I probably only gotten 1 view on each video, but still. And then 2013, probably had like a couple, you know, 12 to 20 videos, and I had 49 views. I mean, just like slowly, I just slowly kept doing it and slowly built it up. But hopefully you guys come with me along this ride in 2022, and you enjoy what should hopefully be daily content as long as I get my shit together and actually do it. And our goal to get our 21,552 views, which is really only want to do that just so I can have an even 200,000. Now, don't get me wrong, understand that I will still be getting views after 2022, so I won't stay at 200,000. I just would like that by the end of my 12th year to at least have 200,000 views. I mean, shit, if I could get 250,000 views, which means we would have to get 71,552, which would be the most views I've ever gotten on top of, everything else. That would be 250,000 views in 12 years, which I would take it very pridefully. So, thank you for everybody who has given me a view along the way in the past, and I hope to see you guys continue to give me it in the future. I'm gonna go. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, a like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Keep up with awesome content. Whether you're a part of the channel or you're not, you could share the video on social medias. Show other people that we're on the climb. Well, you're not getting daily videos from this point on. Like, just to make that understanding now that I still have a couple weeks until I have to worry about every single day. But and it might seem like a cheat, but I'm going to record videos that I won't post, and if I end up forgetting one, say I like forget to make one or one day or whatever like that, I'll be able to upload, uh, one I've already pre-made for a day that I missed or forget to do it or something like that. And so I'm sure those will be funny because I'm going to record them this year for next year. And it will be a little bit of like a yearly flashback to a different time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastical day, night, evening, morning, afternoon. Maybe it's not even, maybe you're in space and you don't have those. So in which case I'm really confused why you're watching me in space. Why me? I'm going. Goodbye.